whose mother abandoned her in an abusive household.
David Berkowitz and his adoptive mother had an obsessive bond.
David Berkowitz, otherwise known as the son of Sam the Killer, went on a New York City killing spree from 1976 to 1977. During this time frame, he murdered 6 people. Berkowitz was adopted at birth by Pearl and Nancy Berkowitz. Ecstatic to have a child, Pearl doted obsessively on her son. It was important to her that her son look and act perfect, so there was a lot of pressure on Berkowitz. Berkowitz and Pearl had an unnatural closeness, making her death from breast cancer when Berkowitz was 14 particularly difficult. In addition to his dysfunctional relationship with his adoptive mother, Berkowitz thought his birth mother was dead until he was 22. Berkowitz had guilt over his birth mother's death, believing he had somehow caused it, and was shocked and angered to find she was still alive. When he met his real mother, Berkowitz found the experience disappointing as the pair did not connect.
Henry Lee Lucas beat his own mother to death.
Henry Lee Lucas was a Virginia-born serial killer possibly responsible for over 600 deaths. However, only 3 murders were actually confirmed. Given one of his victims was his own mother, Lucas definitely had mommy issues. His mother was an abusive alcoholic, and he eventually beat her to death in Michigan and was arrested for this crime in 1983. He served 15 years in a Michigan prison for the crime before being released and committing more murders.
Ed Gein's mother taught him to see men as evil and raised him as a girl.
Ed Gein was a serial killer who targeted middle-aged women and sometimes dug up the graves of deceased women to steal body parts. Raised by a fanatically religious mother, Gein's mom taught him to see men as largely evil and women as temptations sent by the devil. Gein was raised in extreme isolation and thought of his mother as his best friend. His mother raised him as a girl, making him wear dresses, and was highly overprotective. Gein worshipped his mother, thinking of her as a saint. After his mother's death, Gein developed the interest in body parts that would eventually lead to his murder sprees. It's also worth noting that the women Gein murdered often bore a striking resemblance to his mother. It's possible, despite their seemingly close relationship, Gein harbored some secret resentment for his mom.
Mary Bell's mother rejected her at birth.
Mary Bell was a child killer who strangled 2 young boys at the age of 10. Bell was rejected by her mother early in life. When Bell was born, her mother's first words were, "Get that thing away from me." She left Bell with relatives frequently and even tried to give her away to a woman who had been rejected by an adoption agency. Bell's mother also frequently gave her drugs that made her sick. It's believed she may have had Munchausen by proxy syndrome. This is a disorder in which a parent or caregiver intentionally harms a child to get attention and sympathy.
Charles Manson's mother may have once sold him for a pitcher of beer.
Known as the leader of the notorious cult who murdered Sharon Tate and many others in 1969, Charles Manson had a tumultuous relationship with his own mother. Manson's mother, Kathleen Maddox, was 16 years old when Manson was born. An alcoholic, Maddox wanted little to do with her son. She tried to get rid of the child repeatedly and allegedly once sold him for a pitcher of beer to a woman looking to adopt a child. His uncle had to track down the woman to bring Manson back home. Maddox eventually placed Manson in a boys' school. She rejected Manson when he ran away to return to her. This left Manson living on the streets for the bulk of his childhood, eventually resulting in prison time.